Hi, my name is Jessica Adams, and I'm here today to talk to you about stress. Now, a lot of you may be wondering why I chose stress for an interest topic. Well, I want to start off by letting you know a little bit about myself. I one day hope to be a licensed clinical social worker. Therefore, since I know specifically what career I want to go into and what I want to do, I am basically interested in the effects that this occupation can have on your personal life, let alone your professional and social life. So, in doing this presentation and paper, I hope to shed light on what can happen when someone becomes burnout, overwhelmed, exhausted, too stressed out. And I also kind of want to brief some ideas of how you can control stress in your own personal life. Because to me, I feel like a lot of us in this class are going to be going on to very stressful occupations, very trauma based situations. So I feel it's best to learn what stress can actually do to us. Um, so I guess the first thing that I'd like to start with is stress. And to me, when I look at stress, I think about bills. I think about working. I think about going to school. There's a lot of different things in my life that I can attest to stress. Stress has a lot of positive and negative impacts on our life. Stress can be something that causes you to wake up and make sure you go to class every day. Stress doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. The pressure from too much stress can cause a person to become overwhelmed. So, not to say that stress is good, but you do need some stress in your life to maintain homeostasis. Bad stress, however, would be stress that you get from external things that are without of your control. You can't control going to work and having a coworker who doesn't get along with you. You can't push back a deadline that your boss has set. So basically, all of us are affected by stress differently. In every occupation, every walk of life, you encounter stress. Basically, when looking at this career, there's a lot of added pressure due to the type of clientele that you're working with. A lot of times you're dealing with clients who are surviving traumatic events. A lot of times you are dealing with very difficult, hard situations that are kind of hard to leave at the office. So, when looking at this career, it's very important that you analyze, first of all, the level of trauma that you're working with, the type of people you'll be working with, and especially the agency. What does the agency or employer do to really kind of make your job a little easier or help you get through these difficult situations? You don't want to jump head first into something that you're not positive how to get out of. And, with stress, the things that can cause it specifically for the helping profession is you normally have a tight schedule. You may have long hours, you may have long days, you may have clients who are late, who may kind of throw a damper and everything. You may not schedule yourself enough time. So I think scheduling is a big issue as far as what could increase your stress level while working as a helping professional. Also, I feel that a lot of the times we don't give ourselves time to unwind, to relax, to go grab dinner with a friend, to catch a movie, because a lot of the times the work that we do, we never really quit. We're always on call, or we're always researching, and we're always continuing our education. So sometimes I feel like in this field, especially after my research, I found that it's very important to maybe practice something like yoga, to maybe exercise. There has been a study for spirituality and mental clarity or mental well-being. I definitely think things like yoga and time management are crucial. Anything that you can really do to get your stress lower, because the last thing you want to do is walk into a session with a client and you bring in your day and your problems. That's not what these people need. These people are coming to see you for, specifically in my career, they're coming to see me to either learn cognitive behavior practices, they're coming to learn how to deal with a bad breakup. Their list of problems are so vast and so so interchangeable that you kind of have to be able to bounce back. So I guess one of the important things is practicing self-care, mindfulness of yourself and your feelings. It's also very important to remember what burnout can cause. A lot of therapists have reported, with the intense amount of trauma, with the intense amount of distress that some of their clients are in, they feel dissatisfaction from their jobs because I feel like every day they go in, they're just so overwhelmed by everyone's stress. The most important thing is to stop burnout before it begins. Now, like I said, in every occupation there will be burnout. There will always be something that may cause you to want to shift careers or may cause you to, maybe want to just take a break. But in this helping profession especially, it's very vital that you get a handle on burnout because a lot of times your clients need you to be 100%. If you're not 100%, if you're not demonstrating self-care, if you're not saying to them, hey, I'm well rested, I'm here, and I can listen to everything you've got to say, if you're kind of dozing off and checking your watch because you're late for an appointment, it's not really going to help with your patient-practitioner relationship. As I've said, this interest paper is due more towards therapy work, but this can kind of apply for anybody in any job. Being able to be well rested and have your thoughts together comes from eliminating stress or reducing stress in your own personal life. Also, I think there's some other things that could help you out as far as, creating lists to ensure every day that the things that you needed to do are complete. So you're not sitting in a session, thinking, oh my gosh, did I turn the oven off? Oh my gosh, did I, you're not thinking of all these other things that would happen in your day-to-day life. I also think that getting together with your, normally agencies or employers have somebody who can go and talk to so you can kind of vent and get, everything out of the way. It's very important to make sure you're resting. It's very good to make sure that you're eating properly. You want to be the best possible model for what a clear-headed person is. Because a lot of times you're dealing with people who, they're there to get clarity. They're there because they need assistance in some part of their life, and if you're not there 100%, how can they benefit from you directly, the best you possibly can? So, in conclusion, I actually want to challenge you guys. What I have done is I have put a link on Blackboard under the discussion post where we have posted our interest papers and our presentations, and basically what I want you to do is I would like for you to write me a response of what you do in your personal life to help reduce stress. So therefore, maybe I or somebody else can learn from your techniques. So my plan is for you guys to not only consider self-care and to consider what burnout is and career fatigue. I also think it's very important that we kind of interact and tell each other, hey, this works for me, hey, this doesn't. You never know what somebody's going to come up with, so thank you so much.